Here we are in Fishtown, and Fishtown is one of the neighborhoods that we're most concerned about with the land value tax. The reason is pretty simple, and we found an actual block in Fishtown called Crease Street. It's the 1200 block, and if you look right across the street, you see a row home. It's a 3-story masonry row. It's fairly typical for the neighborhood, except for one thing: it's been fixed up. It's been fixed up pretty nicely in the past couple of years. It may not be to everybody's taste, but that's a good solid house. Once they fixed it up, the problem is, if you see the work that's been done, their taxes went up. They pay about $1,800 a year in property taxes. They are owner-occupiers. Whoever lives here will respect their privacy. We won't say who it is. But $1,800 a year in Fishtown is a hell of a lot of money. And under a land value tax, just in the first year of a revenue neutral shift, their tax bill would go from about $1,800 a year to $1,500 a year. If we had a tax on land values only, they'd be paying about $1,000 a year for property taxes. And we think that's fair. These aren't rich people. These aren't connected people. And they don't have a tax abatement. Nothing is abated. And so why did we choose this, aside from the fact that it's been fixed up and it's a nice building? We chose it because right across the street, right here, starting here, going down to the end of that building here, is a vacant lot that is disgusting. It is a vacant lot that is, of course, owned by an absentee landowner, and it is a mess. There's junk all over the place. Oh, it's for sale. They're always for sale. They pay their taxes on this land, and why shouldn't they? This was purchased, this lot, for $240,000 in 2005. It's assessed by the city of Philadelphia at $26,000. In other words, 10% of the purchase value is what they pay taxes on. And right now they pay about $690 a year in property taxes for at least 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 possible addresses. They pay $600 a year in property taxes. Meanwhile, the people there that have done the right thing, have kept up their property, are paying nearly triple that. If we had a land value tax, we would reverse that. Every penny that they saved on this building, going from their tax rate of $1,800 to $500, would go on to here and then some. We would about double their taxes to $1,200. But another important aspect of what we're doing and what we're fighting for is to make sure that values are fair. It's outrageous that this valuable piece of land in Fishtown, right near Northern Liberties in Philadelphia, is valued at only $26,000 a year. And if I don't fall down because this place is dangerous, it's a mess, it's filthy, it's filled with rubble. If we go down here, let's see what we find. You know, no one's going to say anything because nobody's here. The owner is 500 miles away. Oh, there's a nice old trailer that's sitting there, and lots of leaves, lots of rubble. We'll give them credit for cutting down some of the shrubbery, and we will give them credit for having this beautiful winter display of seaside weeds and plants. That's what we're talking about for the land value tax in Philadelphia. Again, compare what so many neighbors and neighborhoods have to put up with. They have to put up with the vermin, the trash, the unsightliness, and they do the right thing. And because of this vacant lot back here, their values actually are lower than they probably ought to be. A lousy vacant lot lowers property values for people that own their building and keep their building up. Stay tuned for more.
Phoenix City!